Hacked weapons are on the rise, the player vending machine bug is still not gone, and Fallout 76 Project Lead unveiled a lot of news regarding future content. It's news time. Hello everyone, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. I have some updates for you regarding ongoing issues, and I selected the highlights from the latest Jeff Gardiner's interview, the project lead for Fallout 76. In this interview, he talked about upcoming content, features and other details regarding the future of the game, so it's definitely something you might want to know. Moreover, the PTS is about to reopen with brand new content, and there are adjustments going live tomorrow for the One Wasteland. As usual, I will finish with some persistent and even a funny bug. So without any further delays, let's start. Something you guys have been asking me a lot lately is about the ongoing issue with the player vending machines. Is the bug still active? Can you still lose stashed items? The answer seems to be yes, the bug is still live and nothing has changed since my last report. I found a few new player reports with no evidence, but that suggests the bug is still there. It's just there is a very low chance for it to trigger. As such, it doesn't happen a lot, and as a consequence, the reports are minimal. And as this player suggested, if you want to have your vending machines active in a safely manner, it's a great idea to move all your rare and precious items into another character or account, just to make sure if the bug ever happens to you, well, you won't lose anything of value. My vending machines are still down, so that's also a way to protect yourself. Keep that in mind. Now, something serious that has been happening a lot lately is the rise of hacked weapons. One in particular. I know hacked weapons is not a new issue, but ever since Update 22 went live, hacked weapons are basically everywhere on PC at least. I see them every day, and this recent post on Reddit has confirmed I'm not the only one seeing the rise of hacked weapons. There is a popular 50 call which uses a splitter mod, which can literally melt bosses like the Queen or the Earl in just a second. No joke there. Now, these weapons cannot be obtained through legit ways, but cheaters are now selling such hacked mods in-game for thousands of caps, apparently. That explains why more and more players are now using this specific hacked weapon. Plus, it's for sale on third-party websites for a very cheap price now, so expect to find more and more of them in the following weeks, unless Bethesda steps forward and does something about it. Let's see what happens next. Let me ask you something, what type of content would you like to see next? Well, according to Fallout 76 Project Lead, Bethesda is working on a lot of new systemic content with randomized rules instead of one-time experience activities like quest lines. You know, the kind of content you can repeat over and over and over again, like challenges and now daily ops. He also said they are working on more quantity and variety. You know, the kind of content you can repeat, like challenges and daily ops. He also said they are working on more quantity and variety. For example, Bethesda wants to recycle more locations by adding extra purpose to them, just like daily ops is doing now with the Borers, the Burning Mine, Vault 94 and others. Lastly, Bethesda wants to bring back the vaults, and they are going to add even more encapsulated or instanced gameplay. So this is all hinting towards the daily ops format, and I'm starting to think the upcoming expedition system will be very similar to what we have right now. Sure, it will feature different enemies, different locations, different rewards, but the main logic behind it, I don't think it will be that much different from the daily operations format. What do you think? There is a huge change coming soon before the end of the year. Bethesda is finally going to remove the survival debuffs, which was announced some months ago, if you still remember. If not, it's okay, I will explain. Basically, you won't have to eat or drink anymore in order to keep your survival bars full. Actually, I'm not sure there will be any survival bars anymore after this update goes live. All the negative effects from not drinking or eating are getting removed altogether, and only the positive ones will remain. This means you can still benefit from any food or drink. Well, their buffs at least. So in the end, they are removing a survival element and reworking the system into becoming more rewarding for everyone. Next, we have a question that has been a hot topic ever since Microsoft purchased ZeniMax and acquired Bethesda as well. Is Fallout 76 getting a visual rework or any sorts of improvement with the new consoles? According to Gardiner, that's not going to happen anytime soon. Moreover, he clarified that graphic improvements and even a better frame rate will happen at some point, but for now, this is not part of Bethesda's priority list. So yeah, it seems like we are going to stick with release day graphics for a while. What about cross-save or even cross-play? Will Fallout 76 players be able to finally share one server despite their platform choice? Not really. It's not on Bethesda's route for the near future. Actually, Jeff explained that this sort of feature would require a ton of work. It's not like you would click a button or a switch and it's done. So it would require a lot of resources for them to come up with a system like that. For now, Bethesda confirmed this is not a priority for them. They rather invest into content creation and improvements. Well, that's a shame. Fallout 76 could really benefit from a cross-play feature by bringing more players together. Don't you agree? What's coming for Fallout 76 in 2021? Bethesda seems to have it all figured out already. In fact, they claim to have their entire calendar scheduled for next year, but refuse to share any details other than what we already know regarding the Brotherhood of Steel DLCs with lots of new content, including new NPCs, new questlines, new gear, new events, the expedition system, and so many other things. Bethesda has also teased us a little bit by saying things will be even crazier next year. So let's see what surprises are they preparing for us now under Microsoft's leadership. In this same interview, Fallout 76 Project Lead shared how the development team engaged in juicy squeezing, a term they coined for the process of coming up with rewards for anything, quests, events, daily ops, and so forth. Apparently, most of the ideas are original or organic, as Jeff called it. They come from their own staff while playing the game or while sharing ideas through social media like email, Slack, and other channels. Then they try to understand what can you get from taking X risk in X time and with X difficulty. Is it worth it? Are the rewards cool enough? And so on. The curious part here is that Todd Howard is directly involved with the content creation and he ends up taking part of most of the final juice squeezing sessions, as they call it. Did you need to know any of this? Probably not, but it's fresh news and I'm delivering it to you, or should I call it fresh juice news? And no, I don't mean Juicehead, he's also great at news, but that's not what I meant. Okay, let's just move on. Alright, now the public test server is coming back online this week. There is no fixed date yet, but well, it could reopen anytime now, so keep an eye on their forums and website for more news. Moreover, the only new feature going live at first is the shelters, or instanced camps. Bethesda said they will add 3 formats with their own budget for testing. I am assuming they mean different shape pre-made shelters using a specific budget. Well, according to the space and items. I'm wondering how will it work, to be honest. Anyway, they also clarified that the Still Dawn questlines will go live at a later period, and most of the new quest audio will be displayed as robot voices because the content is still being made. So voice actors are still being hired and the work is being done. So that's something to be expected. I don't know about you, but I'm really excited to try out the new shelter system. Freedom for building? Sounds like a dream come true. What do you think about the One Wasteland system? Some love it, some hate it. But one thing is for sure, Bethesda thinks it still needs some adjustments and they are releasing a hotfix tomorrow in hopes to make this new system a little bit more balanced. In what regard? We are not entirely sure yet. For the time being, there are a few things I could point out which clearly needs a change in my opinion. Starting with mole rats, which can scale up to level 100 and they require several hits to die. It's just annoying since they go underground and take a while to come back, and yeah, it's just a waste of time and you need a lot of patience to fight them. Bosses like the Scorched Beast Queen or the Earl are also not scaling very well. For example, when I'm playing with one or two other players, we take a while to take the bosses down, way too long actually, but when we are 10 or 15 people, the bosses go down almost instantly, so the scaling needs some more adjustments in my view. Moreover, low levels have been facing the horrors of the wasteland whenever they decide to join public teams, because let's be honest, most teams are filled with high-level players, so it's not a very pleasant experience for someone who just started and is forced to fight such strong creatures. Let's see what happens tomorrow, what changes are coming for the One Wasteland. I can't wait to see. Well, did you notice that Bethesda added the PTS Pennant to your account already? I surely missed it for a while. If you don't check the forums often, there is a high chance you missed it too, because they didn't add it to the Atomic Shop directly, as they usually do with community items and rewards. So if you completed more than 8 daily ops on the PTS before Update 22 went live, make sure to check your wall decor section and you will find this entry with 2 new sort of flag items there, with the Vault Boy and the letters PTS. The 2 items are very similar, it's just one has a thick frame and the other doesn't. Enjoy your symbolic reward for testing and helping the community. Now, I want to share a persistent bug that has become way worse for me ever since Update 22 went live. It's about my favorites bar, and if you follow me on Twitter, you probably saw it by now, and it's about how it's bugging out very often, especially when I'm inside instanced areas like the Monoga mine, during a colossal problem, or even during daily ops. So what happens is that when I try to use any entry in my favorites bar, the game itself lags or freezes for a few seconds. This is very evident when I swap weapons, for example. Sometimes I get 1 or 2 second freezes and I end up dying in the process because, I can't see or do anything, so it's normal to end up dead if I'm just there standing still, especially in boss fights. This is a very impairing and disruptive bug, so I'm hoping they will fix it soon, because it's making it very difficult for me to change weapons or use 8 items during combat, as you can see. It's really not a great experience, but it is what it is. I can change my bugs, sadly. Alright, as the last point, I got something funny to share with you. It's story time. Some days ago I visited my friend's camp and I saw a fight going on between NPCs and I got intrigued. I had never seen such a thing before, so we both watched his ally fighting the Wayward Inn NPCs. First she killed the nearby Brahmins, then she kept shooting at Bessie, the cow robot, and finally Jide joined the fight and they started a one-on-one duel. Who is going to win? Who will come out victorious? Well, it was Jide. I stayed there until the end, and I can confirm it was him. Now, as soon as the Wanderer's HP got depleted, the duel ended and she quickly ran back to my friend's camp, but after a second, she changed her mind and went back for more, just to quickly come back again. I don't know, this ally was really bugged and she had no idea what to do or how to behave. This could be a variant of the turret bug where it can start attacking friendly targets out of the blue. Anyhow, it was a funny episode and bugs like this actually make the game more entertaining. I mean, it was a one-of-a-kind moment and I loved it. What can I say but the truth? How many times do you spawn under someone's camp on a daily basis? Well, if I had to answer that, I would say too many times to count. I logged in this morning to get some remaining footage. I visit 5 camps, and in 2 of them I spawn inside the map. Beautiful view indeed. It feels like this bug is happening more and more often, but maybe it's just me. I don't know. Anyway, that's everything I have for you today. I hope I could keep you up to date with everything Fallout 76. As usual, thank you so much for watching. I am Marta Branco, and feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw. You can also support me even further if you would like to. The links are always in the description below. Now, I will see you all very soon in the next video. Until then, take care, adeus, bye bye!